welcome to the Sportsman Show. And wow, it's been
We're
a
back.
2 months hiatus since Christmas, and a ton has happened. In the background of me, you don't see my junk anymore. You see birds and stuff like that. Wow, that's amazing.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack, quack goes my host. I don't know if he can do that on his or Zoom or something. I don't know. I'll show you.
No, I don't know. You've got a better chance than I do because this is still a nice camera that's about 9 years old now. So, but it's still working well.
Yeah, it's still working well, but we're just
But I like
glad.
the picture.
Yeah, yeah.
Just not the duck getting the goose's tail in the back, but that's okay.
That's okay. That's fine. Well, it's supposed to be the first, second, and third. It was a duck race between these two ducks and that geese. The geese came in second. So, there's gliding across the pond. That's the Morro Boulevard geese and ducks. So, that's what they are. So, but it beats it beats my mess in back of me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It totally beats that.
Anymore, so it's all good.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll make up some different pictures and post other things about sports and stuff like that.
Please do.
Since I'm learning how to do this. So
yeah, I'll have to learn eventually how to do that too. But
yeah.
Yeah, we're very sorry, everybody. Stuff like this can happen, but like for example, poor Joe's had to do a lot of work, and probably goodness knows what else he's had to film and all that. And on my end, high school basketball took a pretty good toll because of the scheduling, the COVID during December, some snowstorms and stuff, and now it's not as bad as it is. I mean, it's like Thursday. I have a game to go up to the school because it's the first round of the boys. But after that, I promised the team if they get to the championship game for the CCC tournament 1 week from Thursday, I will attend it. It's in Enfield.
Wow, so, Enfield. Okay.
And the reason why they picked Enfield is because there's no restrictions, no nothing.
Yeah, okay.
You are still wearing a mask until at least the 28th for the athletes, but I don't know if I still have to wear mine because due to the fact that staff members, we don't know what the guidelines will be, but I'm happy these athletes will be able to take the masks off, but I don't think the coaches are going to be able to.
No, well, hey,
yeah.
It's all for the good and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's all Absolutely. For the
Absolutely. So we'll see how the boys do and everything. These wonderful people, Donovan Kling and everybody. Now they're bringing them to the UConn games. Now sitting behind the team bench, and
Yeah, they're giving him the nice treatment. Yeah, he deserves it.
They're giving him a very nice royal treatment. I'm like, just please be careful, Donovan. Don't do something stupid and get yourself thrown out of the arena, please.
No, he won't do that. He won't.
Okay. But yeah, it's nice to be back on the show. I mean, we have to get back rolling, and it looks like we're going to start doing shows again and we probably will do another episode before I leave for my trip to Florida, which I'm leaving March 27th and coming back on the 5th. And of course, boom, I go right into spring sports. I got a track meet the same day I come home.
Yep. So, yeah.
And then one other thing too, the road race is May 28th. At Muzzy Field. I don't think they feel very comfortable doing stuff at the schools yet. So maybe next year. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. It all hinges on what's going on. If I get tickets to go see a lacrosse championships in East Hartford this year, or pending how much track I have to do the following week. So, but anyway, I wanted to start off the show today.
We got a lot to talk about.
And I'm going to start with the most recent one. College basketball. And
Mr. Howard.
Ron Howard. He was hired from the University of Michigan 3 years ago. He has gotten some hot water before.
Yeah, usually a pretty cool guy. A very great average career in the NBA and stuff like that.
Right.
Part of the Big Five, the Fab Five at Michigan. So, everybody that I've heard on the radio said this must have took him over a little bit of the edge, and this is out of character for him and stuff like that. And yeah, you're a little bit frustrated at that. I think he's more frustrated with the season that Michigan's
That's
having.
part of it, and I think what took him over the top, Joe, was the one when Wisconsin called timeout, and I was actually picking up food for my family, and I was like, you know what, I just wanted to listen to the rest of the game just for kicks since hockey had its intermission breaks. I was getting ready to get out of the car, and then all of a sudden I'm hearing two coaches fighting each other on the radio. I'm like, no, I'm going to keep this game on right now.
Yeah.
What's going on? And apparently it all started because Juwan Howard wasn't too happy that a timeout was called, and the coach for Wisconsin wanted to get the ball over before the 10-second count. And Juwan's problem was he wanted the subs to go in there instead of having him keep the starters in there.
Yeah,
that's where it started to get heated up. And then when the game was over, you saw Coach Howard try to intentionally avoid getting a handshake. And then once the Wisconsin coach stopped him, that's his fault a little bit.
Yeah, Wisconsin's coach should have just let him go by, shook his hand. That's what the line is for.
Yeah, take a phone call, take a text.
Yeah, text the guy later, maybe call him later, say something. For the handshake line.
Keep it off camera. That would have been the perfect thing to do.
Yeah, let the guy cool off. You saw his demeanor. He was almost the last one in line, too, when this happened. So, he's upset. Just shake his hand. Don't even say anything to the guy. Don't pull him aside or anything like that. No,
you just say, hey, good game. See you next time.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yep.
And instead what happens, the two coaches go at each other, then both teams exchanging, the police were there right there to try to intervene.
Yeah.
And then once we saw Juwan Howard do his basic right hand slap, that did it right there. I said, oh boy, he's suspended right there. I said, oh, this could be the whole season or they could fire him. And he's very fortunate he only got 5 games for it. I mean, there was a couple Michigan players who got a 1-gamer. The Wisconsin head coach did get fined $10,000. Yeah, Howard did get $4,000.
Yep.
But that hurts Michigan now because now they're pretty much you don't see him again till the conference tournament where it's going to be one and done. And then I think Michigan's got to restructure his contract and says, look, this has got to stop or otherwise we need to let you go. I can see him getting one more chance next year, but the antics is going to have to really cool off and stop.
Yeah, it is part of the season that the Michigan season's not going well. He is a little bit upset and frustrated about that. I mean, he's done okay in Michigan for the past 4 years.
This is his third year. The first year was a building process. Last year he got to the NCAA tournament. This year, 14-11 overall. Tonight, Michigan is playing home to Rutgers. So, by the way, Rutgers need to win too. They're 16-10, but but I don't know how this is going to play out. But Michigan's going to really have to go 4-1 to me to have. Oh, here he goes already. It's been 2 months and he's got his first yawn already.
Yeah,
2022. He needs to go 4. They need to go 4-1.
Yeah.
And then when they get to the conference tournament, I think they're going. If they want to get in the NCAA tournament,
semifinals,
2 wins. It may take 3 wins. Yeah, I think he's got to get to the semis to make it, or otherwise get ready for an NIT bid.
Yeah.
Because already the hoopla's already starting with the NCAA brackets and what number seed they are, and and they said Michigan was one of the last 4 in. I said, oh, come on. Don't start this.
Yep.
I'll start worrying about that stuff maybe about a week or 2 or when the conference tournament's going on. So when I do my NCAA thing, I will find out.
Yep. We'll be probably doing another the Sportsman Show bracket on ESPN.
Bracket series number 2.
Bracket series number 2. We'll be going up against each other.
Right, and then when I'm in Florida, when I have a break, yes, I will be watching the Final Four when I get a chance, and then the championship game, I'll see it Monday night after I go to the Lightning Maple Leafs game and with my aunt, and then I'll watch whatever games left of the night, and then that'll be it, you know. But I'll be able to watch a little bit of the Final Four when I'm in a theme park if needed. If we're stuck in a line somewhere, I don't mind, you know, watching the game out there. So doesn't hurt.
You're going to be in Florida. It's going to be the same time as it's going to be here.
Yeah, no, I know. What I'm saying is I'll have my phone with me, my tablet, so I can, you know, keep an eye on it. So I'll still
you're going to be Coachy Ray man. Yeah, you got to watch the things. Yeah.
Well, don't worry. Hey, at least I got ESPN Plus, so I'll be watching the hockey games. So we're all good.
You'll be watching them fully. All right.
All right.
That's
the other
enough,
college
Howard.
basketball I wanted to discuss. If anybody watched the UConn Villanova game last night,
good game.
Very good game. Very interesting how Dan Hurley got the boot.
He got the boot.
Yeah, the first technical foul, so.
Yeah, so.
But the second one, you're gonna you want to get the fans reveled up after a missed traveling call. Okay.
Yeah, the ref thought that he was getting the fans rallied up to be pointing at the refs. You know, he didn't do that.
Instead the referee just looks over to him and like, that's it. I had enough of you. Go in the locker room. Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah. But, you know, in the movie Hoosiers, you remember that part where the head coach goes to the referee, I'm going to throw my hands up and go like this and go like that, throw me out of this game, and he does. You know, it was pretty much like that, you know?
Yeah, well, whatever it was, it worked, because I'll tell you that jump ball, turned the whole game around.
Yeah, it did.
At the end, and then, of course, when they won with that offensive foul, too, by the way, that was a legit call. That was the correct call.
Yep.
You know, he wasn't trying to do it on purpose. He set up himself square, and he got it done. And then, you know, after the game was over, whoop, here come the fans out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But that was expected. I said it last night. I said the fans are coming on the court if this is a UConn win.
Yep. Well, you just beat the number 8 team in the country. So.
Well, and you know what, too? And now I said this last night. I said I think they were teeter-tottering a number 6 seed in the NCAA.
I think that
might have gone up to 4.
Maybe 4. Let's see what they do in the Big East tournament. If they go to the semifinals, something, then a 4. If they
win the whole thing, that's a 3 or
that's
maybe
a 3. Maybe a 3. The Big East, you know, is the Small East. I'm still going to call it the Small East. It's not the Big East.
Hey, the Pac-12 is the Small West.
Small. Yeah, they don't even have 12.
Only got 3 teams guaranteed to go, but that might add more pending what goes on. So
yeah.
You know, but that's for another time with the men. The women, you know, who wants to be number 1, because it's going back and forth now.
Yep.
You know, Stanford, South Carolina. You know, but and of course, just watch out. We've had some fights going on in the college basketball too, with the men and coaches getting ejected. So it's that time of the year.
Yeah, it's that time of the year. The testosterone is high. You know, you're setting yourself up, your season and stuff. It's been a pretty good college NCAA basketball season so far.
Well, not too many fans are back.
The fans are back. Not too many zonks or anything like that.
No, that was in the early part of the season.
Yeah. Lately, nothing really major or anything else like that. Nothing to really disturb the tournament too much.
No, that's scheduled to be on time this year, pretty much.
Yeah.
With the Final Four being in New Orleans, so I think it's an all good to go, unless I really doubt something's going to happen right now.
Yeah, I'm hopefully nothing happens. I don't never put too much faith in Gonzaga. I know they're at number 1 right now, but
this is the second time they've been number 1 this year. Yeah, they made it to the championship this year, but will the real Gonzaga please stand up?
they play in such a weak division, that it's hard to believe them in them.
Yup.
It's very hard. Arizona number 2, and that's a nice squad too. But it's going to be interesting. 64 teams. I think maybe a number you could see a number 4 seed or even a number 5 seed, something like that, win the whole tournament.
That's happened. UConn's won it as a 7 or 8 seed before. So
7. So I think it's going to be not a total bracket buster of a tournament, but you're going to see a lower seed, like a 5th seed or a 4th seed.
You know one team is going to make a run with a high seed.
Yeah.
Seed.
Yeah. So there's no real dominant number 1 seed or number 2 seed. So it's going to be a good tournament.
I think it'll be much better than where it was last year when everybody had to played in Indiana. This time it's going to be spread out in other states.
Yeah. It's going to be it's going to be a back to a little bit of normal feel,
Yup. So, absolutely. So, all right, we'll discuss more college basketball on our segment 2 show on Friday. You know what? I'll talk about baseball first and let you catch your breath on it, because I know baseball right now to you is very alarming.
Yeah, a little bit alarming.
I'll start it. I'm actually seeing right now that they did hold meetings for the 3rd day in a row with minimal progress, which isn't a very good sign. And
when you hold a meeting for 10 minutes and you freaking leave after 10 minutes,
they said they were in there
what
for
are you
5
saying
hours.
in 10 minutes? You know what?
Yeah, no, and it's amazing they've been in meetings for a 3rd straight day. So now all of a sudden they want to get out of their houses, and now you fear the word. You didn't want to do this earlier before. Now you want to go in panic mode, because from what my understanding is right now, if no deal is done by Monday, there won't be 162 games in the regular season, and the players
there
will
won't
not
be a
paid
spring
in full.
training and
spring training. They said they need a month.
Yeah. So, but we're gonna play till December if they have to.
That could be right, but I don't think the players want to do that. But I think they're saying we're going to lose games this year.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know who you blame? This is what the owners were thinking. The owners were thinking, yeah, if progress is going well, we'll lift the lockout. It doesn't sound that way. And they tried to meet, and they wanted to bring in a mediator twice. That's been denied.
Yeah. And really what they're arguing over, the designated hitter, having that be in both leagues. Better,
you said they should.
Yeah, better salary for the rookie players and stuff like that, which should happen. I mean, revenue for baseball right now is like $13 billion. Give the rookies.
You know what they're not talking about? Salary cap.
No salary cap at all. No, if you're not going to have a salary cap, let the league minimum for rookies and stuff go up a little bit, and for the average player and stuff like that, let it go up a little bit. Not everybody makes $23 million a year when they step on the baseball diamond. So some of these players are only making like $600,000 which is a lot for a little bit for me and you. That sounds like a lot. It's not a lot for a baseball player.
No.
Remember, you're playing 162 games,
and maybe plus the playoffs up to about, let's see, 5, 12. You could play up to 19 games in the playoffs.
Yeah, you can play up to 80 games. Plus, in spring training, no one gets paid. No one gets paid for any of those 30 plus games. Right. So you're playing probably like 200 baseball games. That's a lot of games. That's more.
Exactly. And it takes a toll on your body.
Oh, yeah. It beats the crap out of it. And you know, for an entertainer to go out there every 10, it is a job for everybody in baseball. It's their job.
Yeah.
The job is to go out there, play baseball, and entertain. That's their job. And a lot of baseball players do their job very well.
Absolutely. There are some who will absolutely give it a try and will give it their best shot. Others, forget it.
Yeah, forget it. And that, I mean, yeah, so it's over the small stuff. It's the small little ticky-tack things that the owners don't want to cave in on.
Yeah,
so,
but you know what, though? Joe, hold on. Let me stop you on this one. You know, go back to when we had this with the NBA, NHL, and NFL where it was going before, okay? The NBA and NHL and NFL all have salary caps. Now, at first, all three of these sports didn't want it, okay? And that's where the problem hit. And, of course, you know, hockey lost a whole season for fighting over it.
Yep.
You know, basketball, they almost lost it.
Yep.
You know, they got a half season out of it. In the NFL, you know, they did something smart than what Major League Baseball did. They gave them time to relax. They gave them an opportunity to figure something out. And then it took them, about maybe a month and a half, and they got the deal done in the NFL. And then you were able to hold your training camp. You were able to hold mini camp and the season without a problem.
Yeah. And okay, if baseball, what would be a salary cap for baseball? Remember, you got 25 players on a team.
Yeah, and you got 30 teams.
30 teams.
You know, salary cap, maybe give it $100 million, maybe? Start that low and then maybe work your way up like the NHL has when it was like 50, 60 million. Now it's like 80 something million now.
Well, yeah. If you start at 100 million, give every team 100 million to cap off. I mean, I think the top 6 teams in the baseball spend over 100 million.
And let me add something to this. Let's say, for example, another expansion team comes into the league. Then what are you going to do? You would still keep it $100 million, but here's the thing: you would have to keep one good player unprotected on your list, so that way, you know, so the team has an opportunity to pick up a good player at the expansion draft.
I think so, but. Okay, do you penalize teams for not spending money in baseball? Yeah,
no,
but that's a problem too.
Your goal is to make sure you know, you don't go over that cap. So you do a short-term deal, and then once you get some salary space and maybe get rid of a couple players, then maybe you can add another extension to it.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe. Well, I think a 10-year contract for any baseball player
is plenty enough.
You
don't have Bryce Harper sign a 12, 13-year deal, or some of these players signing 13, 14, 15-year contracts.
Yeah, because
it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. Because after year 9 or 10, you pretty much got a useless player.
And then what do you do if you trade the player? Who's responsible for paying the salary? The team that traded you basically about half the salary, or maybe 75%.
Yeah. Look at A-Rod's salary when he went.
A-Rod's contract, the Yankees are still paying it, I think.
I think so too.
I think it's 2 more years?
Something like that.
Yeah, 2 more years. And then he's off the books.
But when he went, I think Seattle's still paying him a little bit. When he went from Seattle.
No, I thought Texas signed him as a free agent.
Yeah, when he went from Texas, still responsible for some kind of money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when 10 year, look at Albert Pujols. I think Albert Pujols is still getting paid, and he's retired.
I believe who's still is it Cleveland? No, is it Cleveland that's still paying him or Chicago?
For Albert Pujols,
Yeah.
be St. Louis that or St. No,
No,
the
I think
Angels.
it's
The
it's
Angels
the
are still
Angels. Okay.
the Angels are still
Oh
paying.
no, you know who I was talking about? No, I was thinking Albert Bell. Not
Albert Bell is another one.
yeah.
So
I think Chicago's still paying his salary. The
I
White
think,
Sox.
yeah, I think so too. Okay, the outlandish numbers need to stop. Of
Yeah. Oh,
10
by the way,
years.
Pujols, I think the Angels are still paying for Pujols too, even though he went to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I
But I
think
think
so
he,
too.
I think he's off the books now with the Angels, though, Joe.
I think so, maybe. But they offered him like what, $150 billion or something.
Well, when he went to the
Some
Angels,
crap.
he signed like an 8-year deal.
Yeah, no, a 10-year deal. He was the
10-year
first.
deal.
He was the
And
first
really,
one to.
yeah, then if the Angels released him, I think he was here for 5 years, then, oh boy, do the Angels still got to pay him for 4 more years?
Yeah, because baseball's contracts are guaranteed.
Yeah,
They're
well, remember,
guaranteed.
Joe, right now, no one's getting paid because it's a lockout. So
Yeah, no one's getting paid, but it's still, you still owe that money to the player. Once he signs that contract, whatever it's for, every penny goes to that player.
right, but
penny.
but that's when the lockout is lifted.
Yeah, when they're lifted and stuff like that. But in baseball, everything's guaranteed.
Once the lockout is lifted.
Well, yeah, a baseball contract is guaranteed. It's not like in football where they only guarantee 30 or 40 million or 60 million or whatever.
Yep.
Or in basketball.
Here's what's going to happen. Everybody who's in the minor leagues, you watch, they're going to go play somewhere. For the time being. It's going to be like the yard goats now. Now you got a chance to have they have a full capacity crowd anyway, but
yeah.
Now every minor league ballpark, Joe's got a real shot of making money this year with baseball, with possibly no Major League Baseball for a while.
Yeah, because they're going to have players that probably won't be there.
You cannot send anybody down because right now there's no spring training. You can't send anybody down to the minors.
No, you can't. But my baseball will happen in Connecticut. Yard goats will happen.
Yeah. The other leagues, it will happen. It will continue. Even Little League, you probably know that more than likely this year we're going to have normal capacity fans this time around.
Yeah, normal everything else because minor league baseball, it's baseball, but it has nothing to do with Major League Baseball.
Correct.
Has nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Major League Baseball has attempted to actually squash minor league baseball.
Right now, it's not. It's right now. Minor league baseball can squash Major League Baseball instead. This year.
Yeah, I think so too. But that's disgusting. That Major League Baseball has to go after a sport that's just based off of family entertainment. You know.
Yep.
And that's it's baseball's fault that your ticket prices are at $100 to actually sit in a nosebleed section.
Well, here's the other thing.
It's their fault.
If this continues, or if the whole season goes through, how many fans will lose the interest?
Yeah, and stuff like that. But it's baseball's fault that it's so expensive to actually go to a baseball game.
This sounds worse than 1994, to be quite honest.
It is. It does sound worse. Because
I mean, you're looking like, okay, Montreal Expos. Are you laughing? Are you laughing at Major League Baseball right now because you wound up having to move after you almost just about won the World Series until the strike buried you?
Yeah. Maybe. But
and then of course, of course, the other thing that irked me, and you probably heard the same thing, the Tampa Bay Rays may be playing games in Montreal too. I said,
Yeah,
wow,
I heard that too, and that's really not.
that is not a good idea.
No.
Because if you're going to do that, and if you're saying because Tampa Bay can't afford to have a new stadium and you're going to play games in Montreal, then if you're going to do that, then just send them up to Montreal for the entire thing. Don't send them to play half and
Move
half.
the
That is
team,
wrong.
put it in, Montreal.
Can't do that. I'm sorry. I mean, I know Montreal wants a baseball team back. I get it. That's just as much as trying to get a hockey team back in Quebec. But
Or a hockey team back in Connecticut.
yeah, well, yeah, that's still not happening. You need a new arena now. You're not.
Yeah, that's not happening either.
12,000 fans.
Okay, back to the other thing. But
Right.
yeah, but I blame baseball for being, I would love to go to more Yankee games or Boston's games, but I can't. It's not affordable for me to do that and stuff like that all the time. But it is affordable for me to go see the Yard Goats or the New Britain Bees.
Or even the Bristol Blues.
Bristol Blues.
This year, there may be more fans going to those home games because if there's no Major League Baseball, what are you going to do?
You're going to go.
I sat through something like this before, but baseball, I don't recall having a whole no baseball season at all from March till all the way to October.
Yeah.
And it's going to hurt.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it's going to make all the fans go like, oh, good, we got plenty of preseason football to watch, training camp and all that. And,
yeah,
add everything else when basketball's over, hockey's still going. Even the World Juniors are bringing it back in August. But, but we hope this thing gets situated. But I think this has gotten more serious. I do blame both sides, baseball, for farting around and waiting until getting more serious than we started on February 21st.
Yeah, and what the heck is a mediator's gonna do anyways? Oh, it's your turn to talk. Let's talk some
more
this.
like this is what's going to happen. They're going to hand him proposals, and the mediator's going to say this and that, and so and so, and I think a mediator needs to get involved now. I'm sorry, because without a mediator, if they don't want one, this is going to go nowhere, and then you're going to start hearing the dates. How many games are we going to lose to start the season? Because I'm telling you now, 162 is going to probably become 100, maybe 120.
Yep, or down to 60
or something. Then what's going to happen? We're going to go down to 60 again, and that means all we're going to do is play in the division and play the National League divisions too. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And then it's going to feel like 2019 all over again, but with fans, but same thing.
Yeah,
it's gonna look old and boring looking.
And there's really nothing. If baseball does delay this and stuff, there's nothing to bring the fans back. There's no home run challenge or home run
all-star game. No, I'll tell you right now, there probably won't be an all-star game this year.
But there's no excitement to actually say, come watch baseball. And this deal and stuff, this lockout, this thing better go for another 5 or 6 years. You don't want to do this deal for anything less than 6 years or something like this.
Yup.
You want this deal to go for a while. If they do this
now,
another,
let me tell you this. This just came out on Roto World.
Yeah.
And I just heard about this on ESPN as well, of course, a little bit. But Rob Manfred is a man of his word, and he's already said the regular season games will be canceled if there is no collective bargaining agreement isn't finalized by Monday.
Good luck trying that.
Here we go. We're going to start canceling games, and that means the season's going to be reduced.
Yep.
And it's coming.
And yeah, it's coming. So that's baseball in a nutshell right there.
In a nutshell, but we needed to get it out of our system because we really don't want to discuss any more of this until next week. And
hopefully something happy and something pleasant's happening. But, it's disgusting. It is. It's
Yep.
for a
Yep.
person who loves baseball.
Yeah, that's your number one sport. So you're going through, this is like when hockey did the same thing, but this for you right now, this is your turn. Unfortunately, this is your turn in depression mode.
Yeah, depression mode and stuff like that. And hey, I'll get my fix to going Bristol Blues games or the New Britain Bees, or I'll get my fix
Yup.
even going to
Yeah,
the Yard Goats again.
once the hockey stuff is done for me, then more than likely I'll probably be attending more games this year because what are you gonna do? So, I'm gonna sit there and play video games every night. I don't want to do that again. I did that enough as it was.
Yeah, so you'll be
You know.
joining me at the Bristol Blues games.
Yeah, on weekend games, yeah, and that'll be for a fact. I'm not going to get out of getting out of some unless it's like compounds, but that's it.
Yep.
So, how much time we got left on the show since we've attacked two really good things here.
Yeah, we did. We took care of two really big situations. We're up to 36 minutes.
To go? Okay.
No,
All right.
not to go. That's how much time we took on two subjects.
Okay, so we got 20 minutes. We have 24
20
minutes to go.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We can bring up how exciting the NFL playoffs was starting in the second round because the first round, Patriots buried, destroyed. We weren't ready to play in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And it was pretty bad. But the second round on, phenomenal football by everybody.
Yeah, phenomenal games. I guaranteed if you reset the playoffs, two new teams would have been in the Super Bowl. That's how evenly matched everything after the second round would have went. Dallas crapping out again.
That's Dak Prescott being stupid at the end. He wasn't very smart about not giving the football
to a referee.
Mm-hmm. I was like sitting there. I'm like, will you give the ball to the official? I'm like, oh, time's gonna run out. You dummy. You lost the game.
Yep. Pretty much, he took off running. He didn't know what to do. I guaranteed Mr. McCarty will be on the hot seat next year.
Yes. Yep. I've already said that already too. I said Jerry Jones is going to give him one more chance. And
his seat
is back. Oh, the defensive coordinator is going to be back too. So the seat is already warm, and it may get even warmer come preseason and into the regular season. But for now, it is a warm kind of a chair.
Yep. It's a toasty one. I
can't say hot, but it is warm.
The seat warmer is on. It is on.
Yep.
But other than that, pretty good games. I love the San Francisco's win in Green Bay. I really did like that one. But
that's because Green Bay could never get a drive after the opening drive of the game, and all of a sudden, that was it. Aaron Rodgers only had one player to throw the ball to. He really didn't have any. Well, no, you can't say that. The running back Aaron Jones actually was the best player. He had a total of over 150 yards receiving and rushing.
Yeah,
so you can't blame him.
Yep, and I loved how it ended with the block punt and scooped up for the touchdown. Once I saw that happen, I saw Aaron Rodgers' face go to, oh crap, I just lost the game. And start again. I'm not going to another Super Bowl. This cold weather sucks. Get me out of here.
Yeah, well, don't worry. They've already started with that already with him, and they do not want him to fiddle around with this either. We need an answer soon.
Yeah, because they got other players that they need to figure out whether they franchise tag them, whether they sign them to longer-term deals.
Devontae Adams, if they franchise him, it's going to be $19 million. I've already heard.
Yeah, and he really doesn't want to sign a long-term deal because he doesn't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be the quarterback.
If Aaron Rodgers comes back, then Adams
he signs. Yeah, but if Aaron Rodgers not there, he's not
forget it. And Green Bay is going to go from one of the best teams in the league down to an average team.
Yeah, until Jordan Love becomes a decent quarterback.
Then Aaron Jones will probably be leaving after when he's a free agent.
Probably too. Yep. But you know, other good games.
Brady,
Tom
farewell for
Brady,
now.
yeah, he said he's not fully retired yet, but the clock is ticking to go to Canton. So but
No,
uh,
but I'll tell you, the Rams, oh man, Cooper Cup, best player in the league this year by
yeah,
far.
yeah, I think he should have got more MVP votes and
I
stuff.
mean, happy he won the Super Bowl MVP. I'm happy for him for that.
Yeah, I think that should have went to Aaron Donald or split that trophy.
They were talking about it too. They were also discussing there should be one MVP for offense and defense. That was talked about.
Yeah, or they could have split it. They could have split it. They could have both.
Aaron Donald played a monster game too. He
Yeah,
was
in the
phenomenal.
last
Oh,
2-3 minutes, that was all him destroying
yep.
that field and stuff.
Now, of course, the officiating, nice and quiet for the whole game.
Yeah,
There was only
at
one
the
holding
end.
call the entire game until the fourth quarter. Then here
Yep.
comes two holding calls and a pass interference call.
Yeah, I think the refs did help the Rams out a little.
Well, the holding call was, I don't know, pass
Iffy.
interference, bad place to do that in the end zone and
Yeah.
automatically goes to the 1 yard line.
Yep.
But here comes another holding call. I said, "Oh," but I'll tell you one thing: if anybody got lucky on the Rams, it was Jalen Ramsey because he absolutely played poorly in that Super Bowl. He
Yep.
was not
Yep.
good, and
No,
he
he wasn't.
actually. The worst of it is he was complaining to the referee about a non-call, a face mask, but I think he actually got him right here, so he wasn't near the mask.
No.
And he was
But
like going like, "Oh, come on, man, where's the call?" I was like, "Oops, you forgot the player already was about 20 yards gone already."
yeah, by him. He was complaining about the call, and the guy was in the end zone.
Yeah, T. Higgins, and I'm like, "Okay, Jalen Ramsey, you better get a wake-up call, buddy."
Yeah, that could have been the game right there.
Odell
But
Beckham was the actual MVP of the Super Bowl for a little bit,
for a little bit,
and then unfortunately,
he actually played a good season for the Rams.
Yeah, but his ACL, that was freak play. That was
Yeah, that guy got that was a non-contact injury.
Yeah, I looked at it and I said, "Oh boy, this don't look good."
No,
And he's already pretty much not going to be playing in 2022. I don't think he's going to be able to do it because, the injury happened in February and it takes a long time to recover.
Yeah, I think so.
But if he does come back,
actually was doing good on the Rams. He was doing good.
Yeah, I think the Rams, to my book, give him another 1-year deal and see what he can do before you actually try and sign long-term, because you do have Robert Woods who's coming back, but I don't quite trust Beckham yet for a long-term. Maybe 1 year. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 year. When he comes back from the injury and stuff, he did play well for you. He was under control. He was happy, actually. Every time he looked over on the sideline, he was happy.
Yeah, because they're throwing the ball to him. That's part of the thing.
Yep.
With Cleveland, he kept on getting problems. He gets fined for wearing a watch on the field.
Yep.
And now Jarvis Landry, we'll talk about him on Friday. I don't want to get into him now because I'm already hearing some things about him already.
Yep.
Another good Cincinnati. They weren't supposed to get to the Super Bowl. The first game against the Raiders, I expect them to win that game.
Yeah.
Second game, go to Tennessee. You go out there.
Tennessee lost that game on themselves.
Yeah. Tannehill didn't look that good.
No.
Their running back wasn't really still 100% when he played that game.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, if Aaron Rodgers wants a team to go to, Tennessee wouldn't be bad.
Oh, don't worry, Denver's looking at him.
I know but Tennessee would have the better running back, the better wide receivers, and
I don't know. Then Devontae Adams would probably go with him.
Yeah, and then you have a lot of better weapons.
Here's what's going to happen: they do that, then Julio Jones won't be back on that team. He will get released.
No, I think you still keep Julio Jones. Give him another year to
Yeah, well, how
recuperate.
many more times is he going to pull a hamstring?
Imagine Julio Jones with Aaron Rodgers, though, as a quarterback.
Yeah, well, you got to hope that they stay on the same course with that. But
Yep.
yeah, my rookie of the year, I have to say this. I don't know if it was really going to be Mac Jones. I think it was going to be Mr. Jamar Chase because
Yeah.
what a season he had. And in the playoffs, he didn't stop whatsoever. He just kept going.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Um,
Mac Jones, not
Go
good
ahead.
Pro Bowl selection and stuff. He got a Pro Bowl selection, and pretty much a nice season for New England. Um, he needs to work on his arm strength. He has the accuracy, but he doesn't have the arm. He doesn't have the 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
No, oh please, he doesn't. No, but you know
But
what?
he does need to
He's
develop
got a
that.
new offensive coordinator coming now.
Yep, he does. But he definitely does need to develop the 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Oh, absolutely.
Because some of his passes, when he gets interceptions, if he was able to put more oof on the ball, those aren't interception.
Yeah, I mean, he did throw. Oh, excuse yourself.
Yep.
You've got two. Yeah, well, he threw too many. Well, during that winning streak, he was playing pretty good, but he was starting to throw bad picks as the end of the season was going along. And then Buffalo, forget it. He wasn't prepared. No chance.
No chance at
The
all. The defense let him down a lot in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, defense got lit up. I was not,
not happy with them. Not happy with them at all.
Can't do that. I mean, I'm surprised Belichick didn't make a change in defensive coordinator, but we do have a new offensive coordinator coming, and I think it's Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay.
But what can you do? Can you fire your son as defensive coordinator?
Good, but he's not good.
He's not going to fire his son.
He's keeping his co-defensive coordinators, which, by the way, New Orleans is going to try the same thing now.
Well,
we'll get into Sean Payton in a minute because he decided to hang it up for now.
Yeah, for now.
But I think it was the right thing for him to do. I don't think he had really had much more to prove in New Orleans.
True. Nothing really there.
Once Drew Brees left, I think it was going to be a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
But the best football game was Buffalo, Kansas City.
Yep.
Oh my God, you couldn't turn that game off whatsoever. It was back and forth.
Yep.
Josh Allen, wow. You can't say enough about him, what happened, especially as one of his receivers, McDaniel, had 4 touchdown catches.
Yeah, in the last minute, that game was awesome. You thought it was.
You turn that game off. When Buffalo scored and you had 13 seconds left, they said, okay, what's Kansas City going to do? Well, first one, Tyreek Hill, out of bounds. They had one timeout left. I said, okay, is there one more pass that's going to get thrown? Oh, yeah, and it goes to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was Kelsey.
Kelsey
on the next one. So they actually got it out of bounds. Harrison Butker had a chance to kick. I said, if this guy ties the game, oh my God, it's going to be heartbreaker for somebody. So the game's tied, and then Kansas City never lost the football, and that was it.
Should have Buffalo squid kicked it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. When you kick it deep, that was my first reaction. I said, if you're going to kick it deep, I said, I don't care how much time's left. You're giving Mahomes another chance.
Yep.
That's exactly how it went down.
If you squid kicked it, they would have only had 7 seconds left
Maybe
or something?
About 5 or 6.
Yeah.
5 or 6 seconds, and you would have had it done either a Hail Mary play or we were going to play the lateral game.
Yep.
But he didn't want to try that. So, and then, then the championship games, I think Kansas City laid back after the first half.
Cincinnati did go to the 3-man front and go more zone on Kansas City's wide receivers.
Right. And they were able to hold them and block them pretty much.
Pretty much the whole game. That second half, I give Cincinnati props on figuring out how to stop KC.
Yep, because Mahomes was absolutely like, what just happened?
Yeah, where'd my wide receivers go? Oh shit, they're all covered.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oops, yeah. Well, the wide receivers were all being covered.
Yep, and heck, I'm on the ground. Why am I on the ground?
Yeah, you were eating grass. See you later. You just spit it out.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Yeah, so delicious. It's only grass with grass in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so and then the NFC Championship game, that was a close one.
Yep.
San Francisco, and there's so much talk about Jimmy Garoppolo that they think he's being traded. I feel so bad.
Traded or let go or blah blah. I think he did a great. Okay, every quarterback is different. You must set up yourself to win around your quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo is a game manager quarterback. That's what he is. Yes, he does some miraculous plays once out of every 15 plays or something like that.
Right.
He's not a Patrick Mahomes. He doesn't pull things out of his butt and makes it work.
No.
Jimmy G, let's see. He needs a decent running game. He needs great weapons around him that make him better. But he is a great manager. He doesn't of a game. He doesn't make bad decisions all the time.
Right.
Stuff like that. So, yeah, he does. He gets the job done. And stuff. So I don't blame anything about him. A team. Let's see. What team could pick him up and say, yeah?
There's a few. There is a few.
Miami could pick him up.
Okay, where would he fit?
Where would he fit?
One team that could. Tampa Bay could be one of them.
Tampa Bay needs a quarterback.
Right. Tampa needs a quarterback. Do we say the Miami Dolphins do need a quarterback? I'm going to say give Tua one more year. And then if not, then you have to.
Yep.
Carolina needs a quarterback.
Yep.
Definitely. Who else can we think of? Well, I can't say Seattle because I don't know what they're going to do with Russell Wilson. Don't give up Zach Wilson with the Jets. Give him another year.
Yep.
Let's see. Who else? Atlanta? Yeah, Atlanta, because Matt Ryan's getting up there too.
He needs to retire. Yep.
Cleveland, that's a possibility too.
Yeah.
We don't know how much longer
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Mayfield.
He already lives at the stadium and hands out nachos to kids trick or treating at the stadium.
Oh, Houston can use him.
Houston needs a quarterback. Yep. So there's a lot of places where Jimmy G can fit and play well.
I don't want to see him be back up to New England. I'm sorry. Mac Jones.
No. Mac Jones is the quarterback in New England for the next 10, 12 years.
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
We'll see if it's like what Tom Brady went through. We'll see. But on Brady, great career. He did what I told you, Joe. In the beginning of our segment during training camp, we both said it.
Yep.
The reason why Brady played one more year, he never played against the New England Patriots. That was the main goal.
Main reason is stuff. Plus, he wanted to distance the rookie, the touchdown record, and a couple other records a little bit more. I think he wanted to get past Drew Brees a little bit more and stuff like that. He definitely wanted those records.
I don't think another quarterback's going to be able to catch Fournette. Well, Aaron Rodgers might be the only one left.
Maybe, yeah, and it's going to take another special quarterback. But one thing New England needs to suggest in the draft, they need a speed receiver. They need someone to stretch that field.
Well, we did have. I will say this during the winning streak, we did have Evan Bourne actually do pretty good.
Evan Bourne did okay, but they need another stretch, or they need a slot receiver. They need another squirrel.
Oh, I think I don't think Belichick's going to spend the money as much as he did, but you never know with him. He might do it again.
you can find another Julian Edelman or what other one? Amendola. They need another Amendola, Julian Edelman.
Wes Welker type.
Wes Welker. They definitely need someone that they can throw the ball 6-7 yards, catch the ball all the time. Boom. Another 6-7 yards on third down.
Well, maybe with Bill O'Brien, maybe this is going to be the end of just running the ball so much.
Yeah, I think so too. But they need that slot receiver or speed receiver on the outside.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So
okay, we got about 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, no, we're going to save all the NBA and the NHL on Friday. I'm not going to go into it.
Because a little bit on. Should we save the Olympics to them, or I didn't watch too much of the Olympics.
We can talk about the Olympics a little bit now, and we'll talk about a little bit more. I'll talk a little bit more about it on Friday because I'll bring something about it.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the closing ceremony. Sorry, USA, I didn't watch.
I didn't either. I did see a little bit of the opening ceremonies because, I was off. Well, actually, I didn't go to. I was not at work that day, so I did watch a little bit of the opening ceremonies. I did watch the women's and the last event, the men's hockey. I did watch a little bit of skiing and bobsledding and stuff and luge. We did doping wise for drugs. 3 players got ousted, but one of them is going to not. It's not going to be decided. They canned the ceremony because a 15-year-old from Russia, and I will gladly more discuss that on Friday. But to give you a little bit of a sneak peek, she was taking drugs that her grandfather was taking. She is only 15 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I'm not going to go any more into those details. I'm going to get more information on it. Probably I'll read about more tomorrow night, and then I'll sympathize the whole thing, how it went down and everything. But and we will also discuss about a figure skater who decided, instead of being from China, represented the United States, and the Chinese people did bash her pretty good, which I was not very happy
not
about.
happy on them.
No, so I'll go more into details about that, but it didn't, and it was from a Chinese website, but it didn't sound very good.
No. Okay.
They bashed
all right.
her. So, but all right, folks, we're back.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm back with the new backgrounds. Look at them. Look at the ducks.
We will be doing shows for the next, every week that we can, or maybe 2. But yeah, there'll be a special two shows this week because we need to catch up, and then we'll get back to the normal stuff. Like I said, things could change depending on the high school schedule or anything like that. And then I leave soon for vacation, but but we are back, and we're going to get back at this because that's what we have to do. Even though we do apologize for the 2-month hiatus, but the good news is at least you knew what was going on. So everybody at Nutmeg TV, we are back.
We are back. Yeah.
Yes. All right,
folks. See ya, folks.